there, you beautiful air signs. Thank you for joining me for another weekly reading. So if you're Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this is your reading. I wanted to give a quick shout out and a thank you to Cindy from Soul Print Intuitive Tarot. Thank you so much for the fantastic shout out yesterday, and I love supporting other Canadian intuitives as well. So go check out her channel and show her some love, friends. Now, speaking of love, we're gonna do a love check-in for you, okay? So, air signs, love check-in time. It's that time. All right, so what do we need to know for overall energies? Boom, there they are. For air signs, oh dear. Okay, so the earth signs just had a really hard-hitting reading, and I'm afraid you're up next, air signs. And you know I hate to give yucky messages, but you know I'm never gonna lie to you neither, okay? So I've got deception, oh dear. All right, and this says someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship, ooh. And then we also have release your ex. Okay. What do we need to know about this for our air signs? Is your ex coming back? Like, never mind release your ex, because that can mean all sorts of things. It can even just mean this person's in your head and you can't let them go and that kind of stuff. But what I'm asking for is what's going on. And I hear that, you know, that song, you know, when you're a kid, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. So I think that for some of you, an ex is returning or something like that, and you are trying to figure out, is this person telling you the truth? Do they really, you know, do they want the real deal this time? And I'm not so sure that they do. But let's take a closer look and see what's going on, all right? All right, I'm gonna use my Earth Magic deck today. Love this deck, the Stephen Farmer deck. Excellent. So, air signs, please. What is going on between them and this partner? Bam. Okay. All right, is this where I start here? All right. Yeah, all right. Let me just take a quick look at this, my friends. What do I need to know for my air signs here? Okay. I think that this is another either repeated cycle or something like that, my friend. So here's your energy for you and this person or this relationship in the past. Green man and synergy. So way back when, things were great. There was no problems. It might have even been that you were in a marriage with this person because everything was just so wonderful and lovely, and you were seeing the numbers and the synchronicities. So definitely this was something that was working for you at some point, air signs, okay? Now your other person, when you met them, so in the past, full moon and completion. Now what this is telling me is your partner, when they met you, whenever that might have been, they just closed out a cycle. So this means they could have just ended a relationship, or they just could have come out of a hard time in their life where they weren't feeling strong or stable. This is telling me they were trying to turn over a new leaf as you guys started to date or as you guys started your relationship. And with the energy showing up between you with DNA and karma, this is telling me that this person or you guys potentially have both been going through your own repeated cycles. You might have been going through a new repeated cycle of trying to meet someone new and shed the old, and this person was doing pretty much the same thing. But when this DNA and karma card shows up, it's kind of like, do we continue in the repeated patterns that we've always been doing, or do we try something different and see, will this take me to a different direction? So that's the energy between you guys in the past. Now, you right now, air signs, love this. I got one of my beautiful wingeds showing up for me, the eagle. Beautiful. So when eagle and communication shows up, I feel that right now you are being honest with yourself and possibly honest with this other person. Whether or not you are having a full-on conversation of, do we get back together? Do we not get back together? What are the intentions here? I feel that you are trying to clear the air and trying to figure out what is really going on, what does this person want, and where do I stand in all this? I feel like you're being very honest and open with yourself here. Now, this person right now, I feel like they're just kind of doing their own thing and just kind of you know, walk in the park type of stuff here. I have waterfall and effortless. And what this card means to me in general is when I let go, I float. You know, when you try not to control a situation, that things tend to naturally go where they should be. But what this card feels like for me, for your person, is that possibly they're not putting as much effort into the relationship than you are, or maybe not being honest with themselves about the changes that they made in the past, and maybe carrying those changes forward and learning from your lessons and incorporating them in the next relationship. I'm not so sure that they're doing that. I feel like they're just on easy street where this relationship is concerned. Not in a bad way, not in terms of taking advantage of you or anything like that, but they may not be being honest with themselves, and that's just as bad when it comes to the outcome of a relationship. Energies in between you guys, in the current and in the heart of the spread. Crystals and focus. So there's a bunch of messages here. So see all this rocky water? Okay, this is a lot. It's really emotional for both of you guys right now. Maybe just you, maybe this person, again, maybe they're not really admitting what's going on with themselves, but this is telling me that if you guys want this to work, hard work is going to be required, that there's transmutation of negative energy that needs to happen here in order for you guys to move forward and be solid. See all these amethysts? Amethysts are a beautiful crystal, but for me, one of the main qualities of an amethyst is removing negative energy or transmuting negative energy and turning it into positive. It's a healing card. Okay, so there's a lot of healing required between you two, especially emotionally, if you guys want to be solid and move together. Focus. So this is going to require both people at the table being willing to be honest with what's going on, to focus on the items or the tasks at hand, and to put the effort into it and not just talk the talk, but walk the walk as well. So in terms of your future, what's happening for you, air signs? Childhood and innocence. This card is making me feel that possibly you are going to walk away from this relationship, or that you are going to say, you know what, I don't think you need to return because my focus right now is peace for myself, okay? And we have here the word innocence. And so this is telling me, see these kids? Beautiful scene, right? The worst problem they have right now is where's dinner? And when's it coming, okay? So I feel like when you look at this person here, you're just kind of weighing all your options, and you're like, you know what? I'm not so sure that this person is going to bring me peace and joy. I feel peace and solid. I feel peace right now with myself. So maybe I just better keep going with peace instead of adding things to the mix that are not making me feel solid. Okay, now speaking of solid, in terms of the future, this person has mountain and strength. Now, this card in itself could imply, wow, they're a strong person, they're good, they're solid, but it's not really what it means for me. This card, to me, talks about hard work and evolution, and kind of like a process of 2 steps forward, 1 step behind. Because if you think about this mountain, if you wanted to climb it, right, you'd have to go through the trees, the water, go through all this rocky stuff and the fog, and then maybe we get to solid ground, right? But this is telling me that your person is still in the process of working out their own stuff, whether it's mental, whether it's emotional, whatever that might be for their individual circumstances. I feel that this person still has a little bit of a journey and a little bit of a ways to go before they are solid in themselves. And we all know, for being honest with each other, you have to be good with yourself first before you can add another person to the party and make it work, right? Right. Energies between you guys in the future, heads up. Iceberg and submerged, okay? So what this means for me, okay, I don't mean to sound yucky, but this is sometimes a skeletons in the closet card. It doesn't mean this person's cheating or whatever necessarily, right? But this is, you know what they say about icebergs, right? There's always so much more under the surface than what is revealed in the top. So there is more stuff down the line that is going to be revealed to you from this person or through whatever source, and I have the feeling you're not gonna like it. And this is kind of like, you know how I said this person maybe just moved on quickly from the other situation, and it's just like, la la la, this is all fun and games, but I don't think this person's looking at their patterns. I think they're just on easy street, like I said. There's something here that you either don't know about, or that they're not being honest with, or not being honest with themselves, and it's going to have a big impact on the stability of you guys together, right? Deception. Again, it doesn't mean they're outwardly lying to you. They could be deceiving themselves. They could be trying, but maybe not ready to make the changes that they need to make in order to make this work. I caution you, air signs, this person has more stuff that they haven't either revealed to you or revealed to themselves, and I feel that they do have some work to do. So please tread lightly moving forward with these 2 cards here. And I feel that in the future, you are going to be best to take some time to yourself and enjoy the peace that you've created for yourself rather than going into repeated patterns with someone else who maybe isn't quite doing the work that they should be doing. Sorry, air signs. Again, you know I love to give you beautiful messages, but I'm always going to tell you what is in your best good, right or wrong. If you like this message and it's helping you out, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so I can continue to do readings for all of you. And if you want a private session, check me out at my website, kellyfergusonreadings.com. Thank you, friends.